All right, welcome. So this week we are doing something a little different. Don't mind my Luke Combs shirt and hat, rocking it this week as I get excited because I'm actually off to a Chris Stapleton concert here coming soon here. Anyways, this week I wanted to do something different. Something that's really been helpful for me over the years has actually been following people like, day of eating type thing. And so I'm going to do the same thing because I have found how important fuel has been in getting me through these runs. And this week has got a hour and a half, 15-minute run on Saturday, followed by a 3.5 hour run on Sunday. Ideas to pre-fatigue. So fueling is going to be really important over those 2 days. I'm shocked at the fluctuation of weight, so I'm trying not to get hung up on the scale. So this whole fuel thing really matters. So I thought I'd share a day in the life of what it is I'm eating and how I'm eating and the difference that's making. Also, this week, I tackle something with my leg. I've had an issue with my patella and my quad and the tendon, and I found some secrets. I did some homework and figured out some things that would be helpful. I talked to my massage therapist. He gave me some feedback. I've got it captured in there. And I got some of those exercises I put in this vlog this week as well to share what I did to relieve that tension before it became something big. I hope this day of eating vlog with a little bit of mobility work is something you could find useful and help you in your journey as I share the transparency, the unfiltered, the non-magical journey that is mine as I head to my 50-kilometer race in September for the Haliburton 50K trail race. I also am getting so excited by this trail race bug. I actually proceeded to register for another trail race before I even ran my first one. I am now registered for the Fat Ass Trail Race on November 15th, which isn't too far from home either. So the 250-kilometer races now to kind of cap out 2026 as I kind of started. I'm eyeballing a bigger race next year, but we're going to work on where we are because a lot of things to pull together, right? Fuel, consistency, commitment, finding all the tools necessary to get through and advance. It's pretty magical, this world of ultra running, and I can see why some people are gravitated to it so deeply, and I'm finding my connection to it as well. It is certainly good for the soul, good for the body, and I'm finding this constant pursuit of overcoming challenges that are, in some cases, a little far-fetched to be so incredibly invigorating, and it's transferring across my entire life beyond just my hobby, let's call it that way. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this vlog. Follow me in my day of eating, some things I figured out with mobility, and yeah, thanks. Like, subscribe, all the fun stuff in there. We're progressing well, and this is a big week, and after this week we go into a lighter week. That'll be great, so looking forward to that too, because fatigue is starting to catch, so I'm looking forward to leading into recovery properly. And I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with the diet in there to not go too crazy with calories. I think is going to be an important piece. So I can do a little bit of homework on that, and that'll probably be highlighted next week among some other things. Anyways, hope you enjoy the video. So, gonna have to buy maybe a proper running belt. So, that warm up I shared there, which is mostly glute and hamstring activation has taken a lot of pressure off my knees. I guess I went to the masseuse the other day. He told me how tight my hamstrings were. I knew my quads were and everything, but he talked about how tight they were, and they always are. I always suffer from tight hamstrings, but I do have kind of strong hamstrings, and they're probably a little more developed than you. My quads, I've been fortunate, they respond really good into training, always have. So, but in that I neglected to keep them trained, stretched, mobile. I was lightly paying attention to them, and I was doing the same thing we all do, which is going right at where the area was sore, where it's always corresponding. Upstream, downstream, or kind of like the antagonist, protagonist thing, right? So that being said, I got looking into it. It's not about stretching the hamstring. It's about getting the hamstring to relax a little bit and know it's safe. So some contraction work with my hamstrings, get my glutes fired up, has taken tons of that pressure and tightness that was on my lower quad wrapping over my knee. So fingers crossed that solves the problem of just kind of having a little bit of irritation. It's not pain, it's just irritating. So anyways, we'll finish this easy run, get back, and I'll take you along for breakfast. Today actually will be basically a full vlog of food, training, mobility. That's about it. That's enough. It's a lot going on. Don't think you want to come to work and sit in a computer, jump on a bunch of video conference calls. So I'll leave you there. All right, back to this easy run, and let's see if we can find a podcast. It is hockey off season, but there's always some news. All right, just got back from that easy run. I gotta look up what easy means. 3.04 mile, whatever, right here. So that was my easy run. All right, gonna go in, have some electrolytes, and then put some breakfast together. I will show you guys breakfast. Today is a full vlog, as I said. So anyways, knees felt better. Left knee still a little tight tracking, but gonna focus on really loosening those hamstrings up today as well, and see if this makes the difference I think it's gonna make. So these have started to very quickly, so just hoping that's not placebo in my head saying this is gonna work amazing. And meanwhile, it's probably just a host of a bunch of stuff. So probably is a host of a bunch of stuff, let's be honest. So, but anyways, it did feel really good this morning doing the hamstring curls. I did some stuff inside, seated leg curls, stuff like that. Well, I don't want to overdo it because you could kind of go down a rabbit hole and probably cause a new problem. So rest will be equally important. Anyways, talk to you soon. All right, so first real meal post-run. We've got 4 whole eggs, just fried up, a little bit of avocado oil spray in the pan, and some Frank's Red Hot sauce. And then in here, I've got a serving and a half of oatmeal. I've got a serving of PB&Me, powdered peanut butter. Got some sugar-free maple syrup, bunch of cinnamon. I added in half a serving of chia seeds, and I've added a whole banana, and I've added 80 grams of frozen blueberries. And so I'll mix all that up, continue mixing it up as it all kind of blends together. I'll put the macros on the screen. That's where we are. We've got a cup of decaf coffee because I want to have a monster later. I already had coffee this morning. Had 1 cup. So now we're gonna stick with decaf, and I'll do some monster by this afternoon and cut caffeine off by 3 or 4 so I sleep well. Yeah, feeling good. Run was good. Knees definitely not as beaten up and awkward feeling, but that pulling across the patella that I was feeling now that I activated my hamstrings and my glutes before I ran. Really interesting change of events. So we'll keep that up. Later, I got a couple snacks lined up. I've had stuff that I've made so I can eat. This week, I got to remake things today. It's a really rainy day. It's a work from home day. A lot of time in front of the screen. a lot of virtual stuff today. And so yeah, that's where we are. I'll take you along for the journey. Sorry, it's a little boring, but actually today's gonna be a great day to capture food because I've been eating the calories and I'm actually losing weight. So I was all freaked out about this last week because I was gaining weight. I've stayed consistent with the calories, haven't deviated, and all of a sudden now I'm dropping weight. And I haven't really increased the amount of time I'm on my feet right now. So I'm kind of being mindful of this. It feels nice to lose a pound or two because I went up in the beginning, but I'm now I'm down to 208 pounds and I started this journey at 210. I went up to 213 and now I'm down to 208. I haven't changed my calories. So I'm still eating like 2,800 calories. So I'm gonna track today through. You guys will see what I eat all the way through, get a sample of it. And I'm probably going to have to up from today. So today I want to be very rigid on tracking so I have a sense of where I am. I know that it's it's an imperfect science, but trying to track something and then see the change, you can just make the adjustments on the front end where you can with what you're doing. I know it's not perfect, I know not everything's always balanced, but with the majority of this being whole food, majority of what I eat being whole food to a certain extent, I'm hopefully I'm able to track all this and get a sense of what's going on. And then if I have to up calories, which I think I will, I get a sense of what that needs to look like. So it's really hard mentally to up calories, but I know I need to. It's fuel, and I know recovery and performance matter. This mindset is hard to shift to. If it's something that you've taken up running to lose weight and become healthier, and you're struggling with this relationship between food and running, I can see how this gets unhealthy fast because you just can burn calories and reduce what you eat. I also see how you get hurt fast. So my goal is to do this well, to stay strong, to be fueled well. And yeah, if I can get some body composition, bonus. But right now, I'm happy with where things are. So let's work on this being done well. So anyways, that's meal one. Talk to you later. All right, work done for a bit. Anyways, take a bit of a break. Time for a snack. And I said I would film everything we're doing. So I made some high protein Rice Krispie treats the other day that I made with some different things than just marshmallows. I actually used beef gelatin. Okay, that comes in with like 11 grams of protein for what they ask you for. And we did half a cup of honey. We did actual Rice Krispies, protein powder. I think that was about it. Oh, a little bit of butter. A little bit of butter. So the macros on these things are awesome. And they went quickly. So I'm down to, if you can see it, that's 2 squares. So that's enough for my lunch, or not lunch, I should say, snack right now. So I'll put the macros at the bottom of the screen for these. And I'll put a running total here. That's where we are. All right, time for a snack. Have some water. I don't know, I'm into my 3rd bottle of water now, so I don't know, is there too much? Maybe, I don't know. I'll catch up with you at lunch. All right, talk to you later. All right, so it's lunchtime. I've been crunched away today, a little bit later for lunch than I wanted to. So luckily, I got some stuff ready in the fridge. This, I'm not gonna say is the most tasty thing in the world that I've whipped up before, but I will also tell you, it does everything I needed to do. So we got cooked rice. So we'll scoop out a cup of cooked rice. We'll do 150 grams or so. I think 150 grams is what I need right now of salmon. And then what I do is I make a tzatziki sauce out of plain Greek yogurt. So I get more protein out of it. I'll cut up a cucumber from the garden. I'll put in onion powder, garlic. I'll put in some salt. I'll probably add some lemon juice just for a little bit of flavor and zing to it. I don't feel like dill. Otherwise I go to the garden and get dill, but it's raining right now. I would normally throw avocado on this too. Actually, I don't have any right now. So not that this is a great supplement for fat, but I'm gonna put in some spicy mayo. I'll get some fat out of it. So, but I'll also get flavor, which this dish I had this the other day really needs. And I'll sprinkle some sesame seeds on it. And that's lunch. That's pretty basic. I'll see where that puts me. I'll put the calories together and put that on the bottom of the screen when I'm eating it and see what we get. All right, there's lunch. Dressed it up a little bit. I eat with a spoon, so it's just gonna get mashed together. But yeah, there's my 150 grams of salmon, my spicy mayo. There's the tzatziki mixed with the cucumber. I used like half that cucumber that I showed you, maybe a little more. Lots of garlic, lots of onion powder. There's probably more seasoning to put in there to make it taste better. I don't know, it works for me. Yeah, rice. So this is like, I think it was 45 grams of protein, 15 grams of fat, and 59 grams of carbs or something like that. Somewhere around there. I'll have it posted down here, which is probably a completely different number. But anyhow, this was a later lunch than anticipated, but I'm actually quite hungry, to be honest, which is still mind-blowing, but the amount of food I'm eating and then how hungry I am. So gonna have this. I might have a snack following this. I don't know. I mean, dinner's only a couple hours from now, maybe a couple hours from now. Maybe we'll wait and see. Maybe I'll save my snack to go with my ice cream that I've got planned for tonight as well. So that Ninja Creamy gets used a lot around here. Anyways, it's lunch, this, wrap the rest of my day, and then get into the evening here. All right. This vlog stuff's kind of fun.
So I made the deal. I record everything I'm eating today. Wifey came home today and brought me a treat. So we have these trail sticks that are made of crocodile. Yep, you heard me. Anyways, they're really good. Not crazy in fat. It's just 6 protein, 6 fat. So I'm gonna eat a couple of these. And since that's like the equivalent of an after school snack, because she's home from the day and haven't quite got ready to make dinner yet, I paired it off with some caramel corn rice cakes. Love rice cakes. So we had a couple of these. And then why not? We're gonna go with a peach mango zero sugar ginger ale. I'm just waiting for the ice to get made, and I'll put that over ice. And that'll be a little snack. I'll probably do 2 of these trail mix. So macros will go here, running total for the day, and see where this goes. Actually, they're really tasty. Not spicy. They're good. All right, catch you at dinner. All right, dinner tonight, we've got a couple whole wheat tortillas, 180 grams of lean ground beef, a couple cheese slices. I threw sauerkraut on because I enjoy sauerkraut, and yay gut health. Mustard, ketchup, sugar-free ketchup, and a little bit of crispy jalapeno because flavor, right? Anyways, I'll put the macros across here. Keep up with it. We got one more meal with some ice cream tonight, and then yeah, that should be it. And then I'm gonna have to check too, because I might have to add a snack. I'm not sure. We're feeling pretty hungry still. All right. Anyways, catch you at ice cream. And here we are, last meal of the day, ice cream. And I'm gonna add 15 grams, hopefully. There we go. Serving of white chocolate chips. There we go. This is 1 scoop of protein powder, 1 cup of frozen blueberries, and 1 cup of protein milk, and now 15 grams of white chocolate chips. Macros here on the screen. Great way to end the day. If you just take out the white chocolate chips, awesome snack. That's what wifey has. She has it that way. I like the chocolate chips, and I need them right now because I'm trying to get those calories up to stop the weight loss as we're running. So anyways, that's the full day eating. Total for the day right here. I did have a kiwi and an apple between dinner and dessert. I just was hungry and I figured fruit would be safe. I've got hills tomorrow. I got durability training. I'm gonna do a little bit of a walk with the wifey tomorrow. So that's a lot of time on feet, a lot of energy expenditure, extra calories today. Probably gonna need it. So I probably need to do the same again tomorrow. Anyways, there we go. Full day of eating. I really appreciate sharing this with you. It's something I've always enjoyed. A lot of people I've followed over the years, some of the videos I've really enjoyed watching of them is what did they eat in a day? Like people talk about get enough calories, get enough protein, get enough. I loved getting ideas of what people did, and not even the fancy stuff, because I know not everybody eats fancy stuff every day. I think today's vlog was a great example of kind of like a normal day. I didn't really do anything extravagant. It's totally repeatable. Some of the stuff was prepped, like the salmon and the rice. I keep ahead a little bit on that. We have egg-laying chicken, so I would argue that I have eggs prepped all the time. Yeah, I probably could use more vegetables today, looking back in hindsight. I ate that entire cucumber today, though, to help offset that, but that's not really enough. I do commonly throw in 3 cups of kale, a cup of blueberries, half an avocado, and then maybe some protein powder. Sometimes I just skip the protein powder, and usually half a banana. I'll throw that together for like my budget version of a AG1 shake, so I get as much vitamins and minerals I can out of that. If I'm not getting enough greens in a day, and which I like, most of us probably not. So, anyways, I neglected that today, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. So, all right, thanks again, and yeah, back to training, and then I'm sure I'll put at the end of this video a little bit about the long run for this vlog, because let's be honest, that's the most important part right now, is the running. This is core, this is fundamental, but for you watching, how's the running going, and is he actually doing it? So anyways, I'll put the bit on the running after this, and hopefully the week went well. Hopefully 3.5 hours didn't kill me, and hopefully we got some progression out of distance.
Okay, so I just got back from my 3.5 hour run. I logged 24.6 kilometers in that 3.5 hour run. It included a mixture of, instead of driving to the trailhead, I ran the 5 kilometers to the trailhead, did 3 laps and a bit, and then I made my way back. And then I had to do like a side street on my way back to home because I was going too quick. Yesterday I did 1.5 hours and nearly got 10 kilometers. This is the most I've ran all week, let alone ever for that matter. And I feel amazing. Yeah, I feel like a little beat up from 3.5 hours. But what was amazing was this morning I woke up at, I told you guys on the vlog, 208 pounds was my weight, 208, 210. I left the house at 217 pounds this morning. I've been eating like an extra 100 grams of carbs every day leading up to this long run, thinking about logically, like just extra rice, maybe a glass of orange juice, just stuff like that. I came back and weighed myself. I'm 208 pounds. You need to eat. And I think last week's long run suffered because I didn't eat enough. And I was really apprehensive today, waking up and seeing the scale at 217, like wake up weight, like after you went to the washroom, like it should be the lowest you should be. I was freaked out. And then I'm back at 208 and I consumed. I was doing 50 grams of carbs roughly per hour. I did my, almost 3 liters of water and hydration, and I've drank another almost liter of water when I went and stepped on the scale. So I know I'm gonna eat back up. I'm recognizing that food is fuel. Let's get off the scale other than a metric to know that we're fueling correctly so we can perform. This was amazing. You know what, focusing on food this week, like this week's vlog, was a great capstone to really drive home what we're doing here. And just a sneak peek, I signed up for another 50K before I even ran my first one. So on my birthday in November, I'll be doing a second 50K, but I'll get into more of that later. Anyways, thanks for watching this week. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'm gonna have to get myself a pair of like clear glasses or something because I'm sick and tired of the spider webs whooping across my face on overcast days. I gotta figure that one out. Anyways, I'll catch you all next week. Thanks for tuning in.